Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Let me get this. Hello. They didn't answer. That phone is going off all day, every day. But been answering all the spam, and it's greatly reduced. I think finally ending up on some do not call lists. Succeeding in that. So, I'm slowly working through this like workbook. Code! Yeah, I get the berries. I'm moving so slow today. But put all the stuff away, and I think the only thing that's needed now is paintbrushes. There's a few in here. Excuse me. I always forget to talk before hitting live because I'll go hours without saying anything, and then get on here. Bronze mallard fibers or substitute. There's a few streamers in here that always caught my eye, and they happen to be right here in front of me finally. Wow. I also have to figure out how to process the turkey feathers, like maybe some wet water on a rag or hot water on a rag. I think I have these. It's infinitely easier now. Back there. But I think I have all the little, what it's comprised of entirely. Trying to get through some of these traditional flies, just to know them a little more. I have a difficult time in trying to figure out exactly where to get the pieces of the turkey flat for the wings. Was it as simple as the edge here? I'm not sure. And when push comes to shove, I can never seem to figure it out. But I'm thinking, oh wow, they kind of move together. Wow, those barbs really hold on to each other. But maybe if I kind of flatten it with hot water on a rag or a sponge and wait. Maybe I'm just not okay. Maybe it's those other ones and not the tail feather. Excuse me. Oh. Ha. Oh, that makes so much more sense. I think the pattern that I was first giving this an attempt with I didn't read to see if it specified tail feathers or wing feathers. Quills. Hope everyone stays golden. I finally got all the stuff put away, so less chaotic, and kind of ended up just tinkering with stuff last night. I don't know if that was loud. So, probably gonna pour these in another container just so it's a lot easier to find, as well as blank feathers. I'm gonna pull these bad boys out. Ooh. Feathers have always hit like many notes for me, as far as whether they be incorporated into hats or. I want to show this too. I really like the speckling, the more erratic kind of static speckling on flank feathers as well as partridge feathers. Oh shoot. Hey, Team Quack Attack! Code's about to pick some mulberries, and the cuttings ship really easily. I'm hoping he brings some cuttings because it's been raining, so we could actually put them in the ground. But I had a contain. Yeah. This'll do. I'm gonna just go ahead and dump these in now because it's really hard digging through these packets. I suppose I'll have to pour them all in there. Sometimes I'll forget to put lids on stuff and I'll put the fan on and confetti. And some of these speckled feathers, well, all of them in this bag are from my pillow. And it's really hard to find the rib on them, like, or the tip rather. But there's some heavy print on quite a few. Code is gonna be streaming from his channel. Hey, Angel. I need it. But nice speckling there. I am gonna give a go at Alexandria. A really nice streamer fly. However, I don't have. There's a few different Alexandrias too in the. Wow. Zugbug. This pattern does not imitate any specific nymph, but is suggestive of a number of different ones. Those are. Oh. Sometimes I forget to. A number of different ones. It is a productive pattern on speckled trout and smallmouth bass. Zugbug. So the. Can you hear the phone in the background right now? Excuse me. Brown hen hackle. This I think is perfect. I think it was meant to be. So, oh, carrot. This nymph is particularly effective on rainbow and speckled trout, although it has existed for many years. It has not enjoyed a large following. This stonefly nymph looks real as could be. Are those turkey? That looks even better than the. There's a pattern in the imitative fly pat. This. Just found this on eBay. It was like $3 or something. Very perhaps surprising. But, and it was buy 3 get 1 free or buy 2 get 1 free. But this one uses the stretchable body wrap. And I was like, dang, gotta get me some of that. Because I couldn't find any rubber bands or anything that was like thin. But the turkey wing looks great. I didn't really think to use feathers. There's pheasant feathers, but my mind's always blasted wide open every day. Looking at this, there's so many different uses per everything. So I think I'm gonna veer into this one instead. Because that's one of the main things that Raptor personally is this small mouth. Well, I don't want to. Okay, so I am just I always forget this is South Florida. Smallmouth bass. Because we have sea trout, but there's quite a few things that do not come the same with plants. I used to forage a good deal. There's a lot of things that just do not come. The water boatman, Corexidid, is an aquatic insect that gets its oxygen from the air and must regularly swim up to the surface to do so. While swimming up and down, it is vulnerable to trout, which never hesitate to make a meal of this one. The pattern should be used with sinking line. Let the line settle as close as possible to the bottom, then retrieve the fly to the surface in short bursts. Not only does that sound like very intuitive to fish with, it's beautiful. And I'm wondering what else would go for. We have quite a lot of water bugs of various kinds. See them randomly, that I can never ID them. Seeing like an army of them in the ocean, and for a second I thought maybe squid. Maybe it was squid, and all their like their tenties, all their tentacles were like coned inward, but it was like an army of them. To be totally real, it looks like a bunch of like plankton from SpongeBob's, from SpongeBob, marching in a line, and I could never ID it. I still haven't found anything. That cricket is mighty nice. American fly fisherman Al Troth designed this pattern to imitate a cricket or small dark grasshopper. It is effective on both bass and trout when fished close to shore. Hey. Wing. Really? A section of duck or goose feather laid flat along the shank. Okay. What? Laid flat along the black deer hair attached to bundle at the top of the shank and then wow, that crayfish is wow. Every time I know something new. I think why I don't really know what direction to go into, but I no complaints. What is that wing? 2 tips of blue dun hackle. It's so wispy looking on this ant. Ants I feel like are perfect for here also. Hey Case Boots, how you doing today? WSP. Code is also streaming for the Kento. Going to hopefully we get back on that, like the interactive streams, and back there will be perfect. That is something to get a green screen, even a green screen appropriate sheet. If you need a quick backdrop and you only have a sheet, iron it onto the wall. Like, you don't have to go crazy with the heat, because sheets now are mystery fabrics every time. But you can iron it onto the wall and it gets flat and it doesn't, stick or anything. It just, I used to do that for Etsy pictures. Get sheets with different prints and just iron it, and it looks like wallpaper. So going for this Alexandria, I never see the like variations specified, and they're always so different. However, I noticed like the beard, long wing. Well, yeah. Wait. What is long wing? I need the anatomy next to me. So I'm gonna go for this beautiful little bait fish. And there's one thing I have to do today. I hope I don't forget. Is I just want to remake this. So this was like a needle fishy kind of thing I made just with scraps that were left over. And I really want larva lace or angel hair, or the thinnest tinsel, and one in between the hair tinsel and the flashaboo. 'Cause you get like thick, juicy refractions with all the different sizes. And anytime I see different like sizes, it just makes my eyes like juice up. Like there's a gold one, I'll have to grab it. It is like honey. But this was a needly fish. It was just nothing special. So I wanted to add some tufts of marabou, so when it's swimming, those kind of conform to it to make like a meteor body. At least this is how I'm trying to picture it. But I got it a little too long on the bottom, as well as there's something else. Oh yeah, and the hook's just much too small. So I want to remake it in these colors, but just with a little bit more thought put behind it. Because I made the pink needly fish one months ago, and a few more of these. One of the first things that I gave a go, but I want to try to get y'all's input, anyone who sees, on the proportions, like what hook size. I just really like how the body came out. Touch my body. The eyes are just glitter and tinsel and UV resin. Looks good. And here's like a little ghost bait fish that I tried at the pier, but I wanted to try it at this length and then cut it like to make it shorter, to kind of experiment there, kind of understand where lengths come into play. But it was when they were dredging. They're not dredging anymore. They are dredging, but they're dredging at where? They're dredging at Lake Worth Inlet, or Palm Beach Inlet. So oh, alright. Well, I'll keep these aside because these are gorgeous. Like, really stoked on these. So I am gonna find things. I haven't. Oh, that's why. I don't have any more like XXXL hooks. So I'm gonna go for the shorter variation using the peacock sword. Sorry about that. And as always, if anyone has any recommendations as far as patterns, beginner-friendly patterns, or patterns that make good gifts, this is a bit beautiful. The Royal Wolf. And one of y'all recommended that a while back. I have it, maybe. I try to write everything down. Yeah, AJ once. AJ, I don't know if he's been around in a minute, but he recommended the Royal Wolf. I tried to write recommendation, like any bit of input. It's really difficult scrolling back on the old live chats though. And I wonder if there's any easier way. Code is like mad scientist, so I wanted to see if he could make something that could like make a transcript of any, because there's a lot of really good like even the China dry or Japan dry, like the different products and tools and supplies and all of that. And especially here, it's very important to write things down because, wait, it's a little hard to focus. And this weekend is a street painting festival here in Lake Worth, or Lake Worth Beach. And going to be really nice, and so I'm gonna film it as much as I can. At least I'm gonna walk down. It's gonna be chaos. If it does have a decent turnout, more people in the area, so it should have, you know, a decent turnout. People will be parking down here, 10 blocks from the downtown area. People usually end up parking down here. Get some. I really like this variation. It, like the Royal Coachman, I really like to look at it, to be honest, because I have no idea how to fish it, and fixing to try to get the reel. I think I'm gonna go tomorrow though, because it is a little late. Oh, I have no choice tomorrow. Get the reel spools. But it's really that bar of red with the peacock curl that really does it for my eyes. I can't really conceptualize or picture what it's imitating or what that looks like. It does have a very similar, like, at least again similar. There's collect thoughts. So there's a few things I am wondering. I'm not sure if a downturn eye is gonna be affected negatively. So I think I will give this Alexandria a go, because I do already have a more appropriate hook, and I would like to tie it, as I'm learning, on as appropriate as I can, because a lot of flies that I won't be able to get use out of, I'd like them to still be useful for someone. So I've learned a bunch of random crafts throughout my... Oh, it's the most beautiful. It's the most beautiful. I haven't had peacock swords in a long time, and oh, I just can't get over it. I just looked down and I totally forgot what I was even talking about. Oh, it's not that the most impactful. See, we do have loads of peacocks here in Florida, so you do get lucky with the swords. However, those were some of my favorites to add to hairpins, which they were essentially like hats, kind of like I used to wear a lot of. Now y'all will see me in my old clothes. Florida swamps are not kind on vintage at all, so I had to stop wearing 99.9% of my clothes. Oh, there goes the pillow again. Is there anything? I only really have like modern stuff hung, because when I go to the appointments, I do try to be very warm. And 6 or 7. That's just the most glorious. I wonder for legs. And these interesting tendrils on the opposing side of the spine. Wow. See, it's been a minute since I've had a peacock sword, so I haven't really kind of explored one. That is astounding. Just this one little has 3 of the most beautifully vibrant fibers. Like, I want to encapsulate this whole thing behind glass. It's so beautiful. It's really hard to look away from them. Focus. This is why all the scraps I keep, because even these little filaments, put it in resin, will look really impactful. Oh, I really like the mason bees for that. Silk bug tails. I'm fixing for that. I should mark the page so I don't. Mottled brown turkey feather. See, it doesn't specify turkey wing. Maybe I was just trying to use the. And these hooks are wildly. Oh, I forgot I was zoomed out. Wildly interesting hooks. Never seen that before. But if anybody knows what kinds, run if you know. And how happy I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you know kind of what portion of the turkey wing that is, I'd really like to get into wet flies and wings, but I haven't really. And the goose quills that I have aren't paired, but there are pairs of these thanks to Visiting Here sent pairs, and I did score a little bit. And some feathers. But they're nice and sturdy, some of them. So maybe for wings. I can't figure out what they come from. It's in that bag of feathers that the neighbors gave. But that seems pretty sturdy. And then, see, I do have duck quills, but I mean, there's two, and I'm very much a beginner, so that kind of situation makes me a little nervous. And this is another bird I have to identify. But it's all paired. And then I'm not sure what this is. Or what? Dunk bro hunter? How you doing today, Eagles? Do you by chance know what this could be? From what bird? I'd like to label it. It looks like the turkey, like portions, if you see, but that's the only thing that I'm like familiar with that has that, but the pattern's off. It's just the same like color, but I can't figure it out. I'm guessing it's a breast, perhaps, or is it a wing? Because there is a kind of like a contracted bit going throughout it. I'm not sure. But I'd love to get into wings. And then the T-wing, two of those, but never got it ID. It has that really emerald portion, but getting distracted. Ooh. Yeah, I use this first. I use that to store the scrap from feathers, but I pain. I gotta get a new one of these. Just get them from Walmart. It's a little better than a belt. It makes shirts fit better, and like so many shirts wouldn't fit at all unless I was wearing something that just helps. I use 8 because I like tug a little bit, and I now put this in the slot like a token or an Aldi cart. Which apparently Aldi's good now. They have like all kinds of stuff. I haven't been in a long time, which to be fair, I was aware that like totally possible that it's different. But I'm telling you, back in the day it was just like human pork chops. $3 human pork chops. Let's see. Get in there, and it's gonna use that French tinsel probably, or I'm not sure if it's referred to as French tinsel also, but oval tinsel. And I'll also not sure if this is considered oval tinsel, but it came in a kit, and I think it'll stand out a little better than the I need a safety pin. It used to fit perfect, but it's a few years old now. It's very utilitarian. Makes my hair bigger. Probably that one. Hope everyone's having a beautiful day. Tomorrow, gonna try to get up early and get code down here to walk around. The first place we actually met up was at Street Painting Festival, and it took forever to get there. I forgot his wallet or something. Hello, Azzy. Tis me, Jamie. I hate that I say that sometimes, but so getting into it. But I have to jump on really when I can. My new goal is I'm gonna have like rolly cart, the rainbow ones, and bam, 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 and so all the drawers have the patterns already lined up because I'm managing like staying like mentally productive pretty decently, given like everything like changes and shifts every day. But definitely need to streamline, learning a little bit more, and the I know I keep saying it on the thing, but it's furnished. Like, look at this. This is going to be perfect. Oops. And then if there's another little shelf thing. It's going to be perfect. So, yeah. Tomorrow is, weekend, so I don't usually get much done. And it's already kind of like Sisyphus, trying to get any like new thing done. So, drink. I'm not sure if 15 pound is like ideal for that, but I think it'd be best to have it spooled this thing. Also got some bells. Oh, porcelain bells. But I like how it's tied on the exterior. I thought that was quite interesting. I've never seen that before. Just I love that. It's very simple. Like for some reason that yeah, I guess made me want one. I'm trying to filter through it still, so fix and start timeless in a second. Did I show this? I didn't realize. It's the Pennsylvania Dutch kind of from my grandparents' house. I wish I had pictures of it. It was so dang cute. It looked like all you can think of is like Hansel and Gretel. A lot of Pennsylvania Dutch folk art. Alright, one more thing, and I'm gonna give a go at this Alexandria. First attempt at anything with the peacock sword. And very nervous because I only have 3 of them, and even if I had an infinite amount, these are like too beautiful for my mediocre skills as they stand thus far. So, I'm nervous, but gonna do it. Um, yes, okay, one more thing. Just have to set this down. That sausage? That sausage with the eggs? Ooh! Yeah. Really gonna believe that. Oh, you want pizza? You want pizza? Oh, girl, that's all the time. Well, we gotta eat healthy. And we have those croissants and stuff. Croissants, the cornbread. Okay. Couldn't find a hair straightener anywhere. But Mama's trying to figure out what she wants for dinner. She didn't like my recommendation. Breakfast. Breakfast for dinner. Hey, that's always paradise. So, getting right into it. Oh, the neighbor's dog. He's got a bunch of. Well, he doesn't have a bunch of pit bulls, but he, now I think just the one. Because I grew up in this house, so I sometimes forget how much time goes by between the neighbor's pets. But my childhood friend is his niece, and she has a beef farm, which is really, really cool. I actually have some of her ground beef in the freezer. Hey, visiting here. Yeah, I can't figure out what time is best. To be fair, this next few weeks will still be erratic scheduling, just like out in the swamp. But, ooh, slippery. Excuse me, I have hiccups. I just realized that, and I'm wearing a mic. But the little studio back there is almost done. Well, not almost done, but almost ready for paint. So, we'll probably be a little erratic for a little bit, but gonna try to figure out a solid time. And maybe even do, instead of like one really long one at one time, do two at two times. Because I'm going to be full force in vending again, so I'll be full force at a desk, but it'll be here. And Code's got the drones, and hopefully I'll start editing. Because I do have loads and loads of footage just from local Southeast Florida, but my computer is just a little too weak and a little too full to edit from. So going to be moving on that hopefully relatively soon. Trying to, I know it seems like very disorganized and chaotic, however, this is as organized and the least chaotic I think I've ever managed to be for longer than a week. Because I've tried a lot of little businesses, well, not businesses, but projects, and just either wrong space, wrong time, or right time, wrong space, or any configuration you can think of. And just, again, like, I'll be processing the last few years probably for the rest of my life, because, like, I thoroughly did, I still enjoy life, but, like, you know, I lived very much like a feather blowing in the wind. But that doesn't work in this new world. And nor did I want to, like, just, live a carefree life. I just, hard finding, places to fit, and the places are so few and far between. Especially, before heading into the swamp. There wasn't many craft shows, like, consecutive. And, the ones I could find, very expensive to set up. So I'm very curious on how to do this. I'm not sure if this is a goose feather. It's possibly a duck feather. Hey, Global, how you doing today? I hope your day's golden visiting here. Fixing to maybe take some, going to try to flatten the ends of the turkey tail for my hands to better get them to align, and been learning some tips filtering through forums. There really isn't one. So, Zoidberg, it'll be a little bit of everything. I like to describe it as everything good because it is. Comics, plants, vintage clothing, vintage jewelry, beads, and craft supplies, and now like fly tying supplies also, like vintage, dead stock, uh, useful objects, tools, especially the older tools like the hand crank drills. I feel like everyone, especially in Florida, should have one. Power's always going out. And yeah, recharge stuff, and you never know when you need to drill a hole. And so they're really neat. Like an egg beater. Tools. Handmade jewelry, which is usually made out of salvage and scraps, and like vintage beads from beaded clothing or jewelry that has come apart. And I mentioned plants. And anything else, if other people have stuff and art and that kind of thing, like, really want to make a website now where other people can sell their flies, and they don't have to, like, send them to me or, like, have any listing fee or anything. I'll just, like, have their flies and their contact information, so, like, people will find it. And, because I'll be at least, like, talking about it here a lot, so people are bound to check it out at least. So, I don't, it's not earth shattering or changing, but I feel like it'd be easy and really worth it in the long run. Kind of like an Etsy for those who make lures and other tools and supplies in the name of food acquisition. So the tail, a section of red goose feather. I'm real nervous about this. I never know how to cut into it. Maybe I'll cut some extra. Alright. And it's not this end, this cut end that's like really nice. That's this one. Because I got bit by a mosquito on my face. I could feel it. Do you see the tail? Doesn't that look relatively rigid? As if it's the back portion? Section. I'm not sure what a section. Okay, bodkin. I'm not sure what a section. Alright. Because this way would be like that. Do you cut it to make it more, or is it this rigid side? Or is that just, hmm. And is that too much? I so wish there was like a fly tying club near me. I would make so many snacks. It'd be miraculous. I can never find many clubs. I used to go to the archaeological meetups, but unfortunately quite far. So narrow strip. Oops. Oh, why would I do such a thing? Irresponsible. I just want to see what the other side. How many fibers? One, two, oh, there's such a huge difference in the two sides. That's wildly interesting. Can I use it? Okay. Maybe, let me just see. I'm just not too sure. Wait a minute. How would you get it to not collapse, if you will? Great flag for trout. The Alexandria. I'm too excited. It's one of the most beautiful ones, and one of the earliest ones I came across when looking up the butcher flies. So I'm not sure how to. Oh shoot. Alright. One more idea I would like to try. Oh, shoot. Alright. if I do both sides, maybe I'll have a bit more like structural. Why does it always seem to like change orientation? There we go. I just need to find a few fibers. I just don't think I'll succeed in getting a decent tail, so I'm thinking I could put two together on either side. There, make it even easier. So by doing one at a time. Uh-oh. Trying to not negatively affect the feather's integrity. Oh, so I have this on a piece of wood because the table is a little out of a comfortable area to, it would be way over here. This is very wrinkled. I didn't really realize that. I should change because it's so zoomed in and that's all I really noticed. Alright, so let me just, here, let me check back there. And gotta get some silver tinsel in there. Is that all silver? Beautiful. Why is that closed? I'm kind of too scared. Yeah. Did you hear that? Scary. Yeah. I just don't like that. I don't like dark, empty spaces. And like a cat like screaming in the background. Jesus. It grabs a, a stick and everything. So let me change shirts real quick. Let us see. Well, this is really wrinkled too. I need hangers. I managed to hang like a good 10% of the clothes that I brought. Hmm. I'm stuck wearing this. That sucks. Oh, no. Here. Plain black. No. I thought that was a shirt. Oh, okay. That's it's like y'all can hear every thought now. Okay, okay. Oh, now I need a lint roll. Because I forgot I picked the cat up. I only wore it for a second. But tinged it up. I'm just gonna grab a lint roller. I shall return 2 seconds. And silver tinsel. Ooh, I might get away with the holographic silver tinsel because of its size. And if I don't mess up and keep it nice and thin, I should be able to. One moment. I think breakfast for dinner is really a good thing, to be honest. Alright, so let me get. I'm just gonna keep it uniform. No. I'll just do silver tinsel this go around. And using this, I believe, called French tinsel. This I will add just going back up and really trying to not bulk up as I usually do. Sky Rizzy. I just like the name of it. I'm really excited to add this sword. Excuse me. So, I think I just tied that in a little poorly. I'm really trying to keep this from slipping. Alright, that sounds good. What are you getting stuck on? It's just the what's underneath. Yeah, next time I'll go up and down. Very well. Oh, you heard that boom. No. It's a little difficult. I think I definitely have to improve that greatly. Let's see if this helps at all. Really beautiful. I gotta figure out how to get this makeshift. Really danger fields. Ooh. But, I think I should just... Does this dry clear or what? I don't know. Dangerously low. It's started to get a little tacky crap. Oops. Yeah, it's gotten a little viscous. But this is the hardest hole penetrator. It's nice and thin. Oh. David Beach. I think, the ones I watch at least. Run that's here streams a lot or has been streaming a lot. Um, I think. Yeah, right 2 or 3 comments above you. If you go to his channel, he has a ton of uploads. So. Super vibrant flies. I watch a lot. I don't know how many fly tires there are on the Flies channel, but I watch a good deal of them. I forgot the one guy's name, but his wife is in the background usually. That one's always a good time. I was thinking about that sharp and pokey. I have a little doodle to use some of this EP fiber, which is essentially doll hair, but I was thinking like any type of, because wigs would be maybe a resource. Where's my noodle? Hmm. Just thinking out few flies. I'd like to give it a go. The rabbit fur, and I kind of doodled what I was talking about with the. So, well, this, like, tying the hair, or if you, the Barbie doll hair backwards, and then looping it up on both sides to make these, and then you could put fibers on top, and then be like the side. Because if you see hair art, like how people manipulate that and our hair in all kinds of ways, you could do the same with this stuff. I have loads of it. I've been trying to figure out uses ever since. But this, I don't have diamond braid, but maybe I could take like a tuft of crystal flash and make a belly with that and tie onto the hook base and have the excess trailing off as the tail. And then that's what I was wanting to use that polypropylene cord or rope for. Is on the foam beetles. Sometimes it's nice to have an example. Well, here's like just a amalgamation, but because he's trying to do a few things. I got like a very nice, super natural. Like, Florida is crawling with things that look like this, but I also wanted to see what it would be like to make a split shell. Excuse my hands. They are starting to show signs of. Yes, yeah. Anyhow, the split shell and have the polypropylene putting or sticking out like they're like failed wings or wings that are stuck out. So 6 or 7 peacock sword fibers, the moment I personally have been waiting for. Oh, so I'm just gonna pull that like that. And that's peacock sword. Oh, I don't have that. That makes no sound. Alright, so 2, 3. I want to get like the same length. These longer ones I'll use for larger. Alright. Try to mentally kind of plan how. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. Oh, maybe this won't be long enough. Oh, I should try first. Alright, maybe. Hmm. sorry. I just wanted to get them better adjusted. There's a few where the tips kind of slipped and they would have been too short. And perhaps fall out and then maybe cause looseness. There we go. Now I could kind of fiddle. Just want to get them. I was watching Jeopardy. The answer was hibernating animals. Three loose wraps. Now I can fiddle a little further. And some. I'm just not sure. Babe, come back. I'm really sorry. So I'm just trying to get these some more natural looking and try that. Mm-hmm. This one on the TV with lots of breaching rails. Mm-hmm. Okay. And this one. don't know. Okay. Might, might not. I might just grab a fresh bunch when I do tie that in, but I'm gonna do the hackle first. And for this, I'm gonna grab some black hackle, which I don't have the most hackle written, but I'm hoping this will do. Oh, I totally forgot. Hand hackle specified. And again, I really want to just time appropriately, so even flat little leather throw could go to someone who can. So, got some black hen. I'm sure this is much too long. Let's see. As I look, this is a dark gray, which may do. And this is gorgeous. I just used a lot of feathers in my day, but never such beautiful feathers. Whiting variety pack, and just absolutely I'm really happy to have that. Maybe also this, like, what? Like, this and this. Like, oh, it's so soft. Hey, I appreciate that, Sharp and Pokey. I like doodling a lot helps me figure things out way more. ASMR. I would love to find more directions of flies to look up. Some of the patterns are just, and to see like maybe Victorian flies, like are there memento mori flies, which perhaps would include hair. Like well, far more experience, because I know for 100% fact I will be here for a while. I know myself pretty well, and I do plan on making some flies out of blues bristles. Oh, excuse me. Is this hen hackle? Okay. Or is this from rooster? I'm fairly certain these are hen. I'm not sure. But it is nice and long. About the length from here to here. So let's see this one. Sometimes I wonder if people have ever used, I'm sure they have, especially doubled eyelashes. Let's see. Just explore this one also. Ever does the Tomb Raider PS1 theme song ever pop in anybody else's mind? Like do 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 do. So this is gonna be tied as a hackle and then pushed down. So that's probably good. Oops. Should have thought about that. Wait. I'm not sure. I'm trying to. Forgot I could think out loud. Locks. It said start spinning, but they said, Jenna, start spinning. It should be down a little bit. I should change it again, because now you just can't see. Get to the side so I could kind of part it a little bit more symmetrically. I didn't really have a game plan for how I was gonna push this down. Ooh. I'm not sure if you could hear the TV or not, but I am curious because I'm just now getting used to using a mic. This one, I'll try to add these. And anyways, hope everyone's day is made something that you're into. Mm. Just can't seem to get these. So, needless to say, I'm gonna have to glue this in. Mm. Okay, so I gotta add these clothes. Doing some. Should be pretty easy. Pop a color. Wow, that'd be the like that'd be the funniest like male adult film actor name. Papa color. And then that's like the whole thing. Oh, you just need a papa color. Wow, look at all that room I left at the eye. This like months of leaving no room has led to maybe a kind of I do have to close that room. Arctica! That was so sweet. And Arctica. Under the ice is paradise. I just feel like I'm kind of making this worse. Jeez, it's lit. Nostalgic background noise. That is funny. This this mic was supposed to remedy that situation. I really wish they would give the TV a break. It's on 24/7. It feels really dystopian for me personally. I think that's one of the reasons why I have like almost a phobia of watching TV. It melts time, and nothing good comes from not moving. So I have to rework this completely. I just missed on that so hard. I tried to persevere and push through it, but I really missed on that. I tried to even go in and add 2 more hurls. Or, I mean, sword fibers. From Crowder Boys? Unfortunately not. Well, I don't know if that's a, I don't know. I don't know what Crowder Boy. I don't know what a Crowder Boy is. Yeah, maybe. But what did I do wrong? Oh, I always forget there's buttons on the side. There she blows thus far. Can I give it another go? Let me see. Well, hold on. Excuse me. Just not that, just not really sure how to use this, I guess. Maybe I have to get a little better at applying this. Yikes. Mm, pretty indispensable if it gets stringed up on you like that, because then if you use your finger, it'll just get soaked to your hands and get really mud. But little silicone thing, any silicone, doesn't stick at all. Alright, I'm gonna. Does this work? I'm gonna put this over here. Oops, so it can hold a drying fly. Okay. Now I don't have to wait for things to dry. I usually use an army of clothespins, however, trying to stay as organized as possible. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Okay, so, and if I need to set or change the settings on this mic out, please do. Never hesitate. Still getting used to talking in it and knowing how to. So, yes, these look like bee legs. The segments that are happening with them. Something really nice about these. But I think I might take a quick little dinner break, figure out dinner with my mom, and then come back and give that another go. And I also might watch a video just to see it in real time. And like how hands are supposed to be held. So I'll be back relatively soon, and I'm gonna try to find a white shirt to wear. And I don't think I have a white shirt. I have a few, but long sleeve and the fabric is just a little too steamy. End up sweating in it. But if there's any pattern recommendations, feel free. I got a good amount of materials and just in learning mode, so I do have to remake this. However, I'm not at all sure what size hook to use. I have a few saltwater hooks that might be perfect. I wanted to do a bend back, but I think there's too much space in between or the materials tied on like the not as not too much experience back to like decisions and tying that, but unless I bend it like a half inch maybe, but I don't know if that affects the hook set or anything like that. So just trying to stick to things that are traditionally tried and true, and eventually when I'm able to get there myself, things will start making sense, and I could put my own like spin on things without just doing so blind and without much experience. And visiting here, when you see this, going to be tying the traditional coachman also, and they recommended that. I believe it's traditional coachman. I think so. Just the wings. I'm still, or maybe there is a fur that's suitable, or tail fur that's suitable for wattfly wings. And I don't know if I have calf tail. I don't think I do, but I think it's something to throw up because that's one of my favorite color combinations as far as these flies. Black and peacock, and then any addition from there. And there's a lot of things with that peacocky iridescence here in Southeast Florida. Beetles and all kinds of little things, especially when you flip a log. But on that note, gonna try to figure out some dinner. I brush my hair finally. Hair clips falling out. All the wall water. My hair, I didn't even need hair clips because it just kind of stayed. It was very dry. But now it's back to normal. It's kind of hard to manage. It just kind of falls. But anywho. Allie Armageddon. I had to read it first because there's been a few times that I was wearing a mic. But anywho. Oh wait. Just kidding. Yeah. Weird. You know, someone I know, like, in real life, is like, oh shit, what? Oh. Excuse me. Oh yeah, so dinner time. Happy trails, y'all. Hope you have a golden evening, and if I don't make it back, which I'm sure I will because it's way earlier than I thought it was. I was trying to make it on a little earlier than I've been at midnight or later. My phone died when I was in the middle of typing too fast. Huge mess. I can't stand when I do that. When I type something out and then I look down and it's a paragraph. I gotta brush my hair. There's something else. But that's it. Anyway, happy trails to love y'all. Hey, from Alabama. Very nice. Alabama is one of the most beautiful states. Anytime I say that, I used to like, I don't know. People don't look at Google images. Looking at hair keeps falling out of places, but yeah, you got like every good like ecosystem, or I don't know, like nature theme. in, I feel like you know what I mean. One day I'll see it in person, but hope to see you back, Mike. Gonna hop off and try to return in a bit. Gonna eat, because with this mic, you know, you're gonna be hearing when I'm hungry now, probably. But hope to see you soon. So I shall return very soon. And if there's any patterns, please feel free to recommend them. Flying blind here, and I brutally appreciate y'all's input and advice. I will stream learning time fly for the rest of my life. It has become so wow. I mean, anyone who's engaged in it even a little knows how endless it is. And I'm coming from the humble world of crafting, arts and crafts, pom-poms and Elmer's glue. So it's a little overwhelming, but I kind of get excited with things like that because you know you'll never be bored. And it's like constantly your hands are busy, and it's arts and crafts that end in food acquisition. And I have yet to find anything more beautiful that I can personally engage in and grow within to secure a future where, you know, happy and healthy and well fed. Because I do live on the coast, Atlantic coast, and I regret so much not making that the focus of my entire life far sooner. Because, you know, the Atlantic's just been sitting there. I am ashamed, but getting out there and making up for lost time. And the only aim I have in these next few years is to become as efficient as I can, both in tying and fishing in general, whether it be fly fishing or trying to throw flies with a baitcaster, what have you, any way. A nest made out of bait and line to get crabs, anything. And on that note, have Joe's. I'll see y'all shortly.